Breaking news. President Bola Tinubu allegedly files motion to stop FBI and 6 U.S. government intelligence agencies from releasing documents about him. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. President Bola Tinubu has moved to block 6 U.S. government intelligence agencies from releasing documents relating to a 1993 court judgment where he forfeited $460,000 in 2 of his bank accounts. The forfeiture was the outcome of an investigation that linked some money in several of Tinubu's bank accounts to proceeds from the heroin trafficking of Adegboyega Akonde and Abiodun Agbele. President Tinubu's move came after Plain Sight founder Aaron Greenspan, with the collaboration of Nigerian investigative journalist David Hundeyin, sued the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI), the Central Intelligence Agency (CIA), Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA), Internal Revenue Service (IRS), and the State Department on June 23, 2023, over their Denial of Freedom of Information Act request to release the files on President Tinubu's forfeiture lawsuit. The court ruled in favor of Greenspan, the plaintiff, and subsequently a joint status report from the plaintiff and the Executive Office for United States Attorneys, who are the defendants, along with 5 other agencies, released a statement. The EOUSA will comply with the FOIA request and has identified potentially responsive records and anticipates sending its initial response by the end of October 2023, and if warranted, will send subsequent responses every 30 days thereafter until production is complete. The state will comply with the FOIA request and has identified potentially responsive records and anticipates sending its initial response by the end of October 2023, and if warranted, will send subsequent responses at a rate of 300 pages per month or 450 pages every 6 weeks until production is complete. The FBI will comply with the FOIA request and has identified a total of approximately 2,500 pages potentially responsive to request, and FBI plans the processing schedule of 500 pages per month with an initial release anticipated by the end of October 2023. The IRS will comply with the FOIA request and in the process of finalizing the search and expects to communicate with plaintiff about the result of the search. The total size of Tinubu's FBI files identified in response to Greenspan's FOIA was over 70,000 pages, but the 2,500 pages being referenced are the result of the plaintiff's subsequent request to narrow down the search criteria. President Tinubu's lawyers will work to file a full argument in order to stand a chance of being able to argue any reliefs before the October 31st deadline. Court filings shows that Tinubu's lawyers in the U.S. have filed motions to appear in the ongoing FOIA case. Christopher Carmichael, one of the lawyers who represented Tinubu in the recent Chicago Records case, filed the motion dated October 18, 2023, stating that he is a lawyer in good standing to appear in the case in the FOIA lawsuit underway in Washington, D.C. Mr. Carey, who practices in D.C., said on Mr. Carmichael's behalf that, pursuant to civil local rule, Brian A. Carey moves for the admission and appearance of attorney Christopher Carmichael, the pro-ac vice in the above entitled action. Meanwhile, Atiku Abubakar has mocked President Tinubu over his attempts to block the release of the details. Atiku, who spoke through his special assistant on public communications, Frank Shaib, said Tinubu's constant attempt to hide details of his sordid past were unbecoming of a man ruling over 200 million people. I think it is time for all Nigerians to express serious concerns about this man named Bola Tinubu. If at all that is his real name. Some members of the Tinubu family, led by Rauf Tinubu, a former Lagos State head of service, claim they don't know him. Some schools he attended denied him. He has now kept mute over the primary and secondary schools he attended, and he has refused to reveal the identity of his father and even his past. He refused to come clean on the details of his settlement with American authorities amidst his drug trafficking probe. Now an attempt is being made to reveal the true details of the criminal investigations, but he has gone ahead to try and block it. His surrogate, led by Mr. Festus Keyamo, had said during the electioneering that the drug investigation launched against him back in 1992 was a tax-related matter. So if that is the case, why is he afraid to tell the FBI to release the documents? This is indeed shameful. Article called on U.S. authorities to see themselves as the last hope of Nigerians, since most Nigerian courts had blocked all attempts to expose Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu is a con man. He has been able to deceive Nigerians by keeping his past as a secret. Sadly, every attempt by well-meaning Nigerians to expose him has been blocked by the courts. In Lagos State, where he has ruled as Lord of the Minor, for decades, the state has refused to honor FOI requests. Nigerians are now looking up to U.S. authorities to do the needful so that they can at least have the true information on the man who is presiding over their lives. We call on American authorities not to be persuaded by this con man. Enough is enough. His criminal files must be released. He alleged back in 2007, Raul Tinubu, former Lagos State Head of Service, authored a book entitled Onujumuwura, The Tinubu Dynasty of Kakawa, in order to expose Tinubu as an impostor. Unfortunately, shortly after the book was launched, all the copies were miraculously mopped up. Till date, no one can find a copy of the book. The Holy Book says it is only the wicked that runs even when no one pursues them. It is time for the mask of this impostor to be unveiled once and for all. Nigerians deserve to know who Bola A. Tinubu truly is. Nigerians have a right to know about the past record of this president. Unfortunately, each time an opportunity comes up for Nigerians to have a full glance at the character of the man they call president, Tinubu makes a shameless attempt to block such discoveries. We recall that when his purported academic records at the Chicago State University were to be released, President Tinubu said such discovery would cause him irreparable damage. Thanks to the CSU recoveries, Nigerians now know that their president is a certificate forger, who not only fabricated the document he gave to the Independent National Electoral Commission in the run-up to the 2023 presidential election, but that he has been a forger as way back as 1970, when he forged the secondary school certificate of the then non-existent Government College Lagos. Bola A. Tinubu is yet again playing the stalling games with the decision of the Federal Bureau of Investigation to release documents on his past while he was in the United States. Bola A. Tinubu must behave like a statesman and be decent enough to know that each time he comes around to frustrate a discovery about him, he embarrasses a country of over 200 million people. Let's take a few comments. The first commenter said, Tinubu is a man full of several things. Another said, oh, we are such in a sorry state. Another said, God will not forgive the Supreme Court's justices if they fail to do substantial justice to the cases before them. They may be persuaded to compromise, but our God shall find them out. Another said, very sad for Nigeria indeed. Another said, he's already the president, unless God intervenes and cause the Supreme Court not to succumb to the PEPT. Another said, this man has so much skeleton in his cupboard. Why? Another said, have we ever sat down to wonder, how did this man become our president? All right, so those are some of the comments we can take. What's your opinion on this? We'd like to hear from you, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is said to have filed motion to stop 6 U.S. intelligence agencies from releasing documents relating to his 1993 court judgment, where he forfeited $460,000 in 2 of his bank accounts. Please drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.